I'm stuck. I'm stuck with all the villagers. This is the reject pile. Sorry. G'day guys, Morezy here. Welcome back to Morezy Plays Minecraft, episode 12. And today we are running with a brand new headset, courtesy of my wallet. And we've got the new, well, it's not that new, Logitech G230, which is just a run-of-the-mill headset which I picked up. And I think the sound quality on my microphone is extremely good compared to what I had it before. What are these guys doing? Still breeding. So, really happy about that. Hopefully you guys agree. And what have we got on today? Well, we've got some cool stuff happening today. These are the keepers, by the way. Got a couple of weaponsmiths and armorers in there. Yeah, what's he got? Axe and a sword. Oh, that's a good sword. So, what have we got today? We're going to be checking out the witch hut today. So, let's make our way over. Oh, and we can also see here, let's have a quick look. From last episode, all the little babies in here have grown up. Yeah, look at them all. Lots in there to sort out. So, we'll do that very soon. But first, let's get out of here and go over to the witch hut. So I haven't spoken a lot about my plans for the witch hut, but I've been working on a brand new spawner system. I've still got my chicken jockey. I don't know if I showed you that, but yeah, we caught a chicken jockey. I've named him so he doesn't despawn, hopefully. Ooh, Enderman. Let me see if I can get these guys. Come over here. Yes, come to me. I need ender pearls. I've got looting on my sword. Ooh, nice. Okay, pick up the ender pearls. Good. Where'd the other one go? Where is he? I can hear him. Must be underground somewhere. Oh, he's inside? No. Well, that's annoying. Anyway, let's try and sleep here if we can. No, doesn't look like it. Let's kill this guy. Right, let's sleep here if we can. And we'll go check out this witch hut. Alrighty, so the purpose of my base here is going to be a super base. Now, as I said, I haven't really spoke much about how I want to work this, but this witch hut is going to be the center of the base. So the idea is we'll get the witch hut set up with a spawning system on it, which I've just come up with, and around it we'll also have a regular mob spawner, and we'll have the option to toggle on or off both of those. So we can have just witches or just regular mobs or both or none. So that's the idea. And today we're going to be working on a little bit of this witch hut to try and get some of the mechanisms set up. And it's not going to really work that well at the moment because a lot of this area still is not lit up, and that's another thing I want to try and do. But while I've got some ender pearls, I might just go over to the house, put them in there, and then we'll probably go down and do some cave lighting, and then come back up and start working on this witch hut. Okay guys, so I've done a little bit of caving underneath the witch hut just to fill in a bit of time, and I've got a few things together here, and the first thing we need to do is mark out the spawning area of this witch hut. So let's see, what have I got? This will do, I guess. So this has been changed recently in I think 1.8.1, I could be wrong, but now you can have 3 levels for witch hut spawning, and the way that you mark them out is, let's get up here. So it's pretty much the area of the roof plus the little veranda here. So if we go like this, let's put a slab out like this. We're just going to make this out of half slabs. So like this, and then all the way down to here, and that whole area, this top part is one platform, and when you go down, so 2 blocks down from there, this is another platform, and you go down again, and at this level here is another platform. Okay, so the size of each platform I'll just show you quickly in case you didn't know. Let's go up, and where am I? Up here, I guess. Here. Okay, nope, let's break that. Alright, so the size of each platform is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 across by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 across. So that's the size of each platform. Anything outside of that won't spawn any witches. So I'm just going to go ahead here and make the 3 platforms, and we'll come back in just a second. Alright guys, there's our witch hut reduced to the spawning areas. So we got 3 platforms. I wonder if we can get any spawns if we walk out this way. Probably not. Oh yeah, we got a couple. So there we go, got a couple witches spawned in. So we know that some of it's working at least. Can I get this guy? Cool. So very cool, and that's the beginning of what we need to do. Next I've got to get a few bits of redstone together, and then we can work on some of the mechanism that's going to help us out here. Alright, just over here at the iron farm. Ooh, what's in here? Bit of iron, good. Getting a few things together. So we're going to need a little bit of iron to make some pistons. So what have we got? Three levels, 14 pistons each. That's 42 iron. So 42 pistons. So we should have enough, I think. And let's go back and build those. Okay, so I've got a few things here and we can sort of get started. Now this design is reminiscent of sort of DocM and the ZipCrowd server guys' design. It uses the shifting block situation to let the witches fall through the floors. But I'm going to be doing the activation method a little bit differently. Just because I think it's a little bit more resource efficient, and it's just a different way to do it, and it's a nice little change from the norm. So first thing I want to do is mark out an extra row of blocks here. Now I've sort of tested this briefly. I haven't exhaustively tested it, so there could be some problems with it, which is why I'm sort of building it first up so that I can change it without having to tear down everything I built around it. So that's the idea. So we're just adding an extra row here, and I'm doing it in this spruce slab so that I can see where the original spawn area was and not get it off center at all. So let's do this one as well, and we're just going across the 7 wide side at the moment, and we'll see why in just a second. Alright, so let's put another row across here. Whoa. Okay. Right. Now, next what we need to do is get some pistons in here. So let's see if we can do this. It's always really hard designing something in creative mode and then going into survival and trying to build it. It's always tricky. So let's do this, and we'll just put pistons all the way along here like this. Very good. Okay. And we'll actually have to do it across here as well. Now here we'll actually leave a small gap. And we'll do them across there. Oh, if I can get them to turn around the right way, that'd be nice. Ah, man. Knew that would happen sooner or later. Alright, let's get back up here. Oh, okay. So, pistons, let's see. Yes, correct. That way, like that. And we're just leaving a small gap there. So, I'm just going to do this to the rest of the levels, and we'll come back in a second. And there we go, all done now. So let's start putting some redstone in. So the first thing we want to do is just cover over these pistons here. And I'm going to be using my, what's this? Polished granite. And on top of that, we're going to be putting redstone, which I'm running a bit low on at the moment. I'll have to get some more. But then we're going to go around the corner and towards this way, and around the corner and towards this way, and we missed that one. Let's put that back. Where are we? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to do that to both, all 3 levels, and I'm just going to alternate. So this side is this way, and the other side is going to be coming out this way, and the top side is going to be back like this again. So let me do that and we'll come back. Okay, so I actually messed this up just a little bit. This is supposed to be out 1 block further, so let's just get rid of that. Okay, so it's supposed to have 2 blocks away from the edge of the platform. And then still with the redstone on top. Okay. This is annoying. Okay, so still with the redstone on top of there. And let's grab all this stuff. Alright, so let me keep going and I'll do the other 2 rows. Alright, there we go guys, so we've got the bottom one around there, the top one's there, and the middle one goes out to this side. So, next we need to find the center of this side, so this is our 9 wide side, so it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that'll be the center there. And we'll get the center of the other ones as well. That's the center there, and should be able to get up onto here. Let's get rid of that. Okay, that should be the center there. Alright, cool. Now what I've done is gone and got some snow, because we're going to need to use snow golems for this activation method. And so let me get one of these cells set up and we'll have a go at loading it. Alright guys, here we go. So this is what makes the whole thing tick, and this is a little bit different to previous farms that I've seen. So we've still got the piston pusher set up here, but the activation mechanism is right there. So it's pretty simple, the idea. Let's see if we can do this here. Let's get the snow out and the pumpkins. So we've got to put a couple of snow golems here. 1, and we better make a second one. Let's do that. And can I do this? I'm not sure. Let me see. Like this and like that. Cool. Alright. Then all we have to do is put a bit of string across here, and there we have our trigger mechanism. So we've just got some comparator clocks set up there on each end, and what happens is the snowman will see the witch when it spawns and try and throw a snowball. Now because there's two snowmen stacked on top of each other, the snowball's going to hit one of the snowmen and make them jump, and when they jump they activate the tripwire hook like this, and they only do it very quickly, and it shifts the floor and the witches fall through the bottom. So that's it, that's how it works. Pretty simple, I think. I'm not sure if it's been done before, I haven't really seen it yet. But so I'm going to go ahead and make the rest of these, and then we might stand back and just see if we can get it to spawn some witches and make sure it works. Alrighty, so I've done that one and I've done that one, and they're all ready to go. And this is what's great about making this sort of stuff and talking about it as well. I've already made a few adjustments that are going to improve this design. Actually, one of the adjustments I made before I even started building this was originally I had a zombie in here. There was a zombie standing on a fence with its head covered so that the golem wouldn't shoot the zombie, but it would still hit its feet, and then I realized I didn't need to do that at all because they were going to run into each other when they were stacked, and that's how I came up with the two golems in the one hole idea. And that also means that the rate of fire might be increased because they do have a cooldown on their snowball. So if one golem shoots and the witches fall and they spawn again immediately, the second golem can shoot immediately as well. So it actually improves the efficiency, and I imagine there's a magic number of golems that you could have in there that would make it pretty efficient. But the other thing that I've come across is obviously these need to be covered over so we don't get any other mobs spawning here, and we're just going to do that with some half slabs, I think. But here is a possible spawning spot for a spider, I believe. So to fix that, let's just break this and put a block there instead, and then we can go ahead and cover the rest of this like so, and here as well. And the other thing is, there on the bottom is a possible spawning spot as well. Now, if a zombie or a witch or something managed to spawn right there, it would actually break the system because it would probably kill the snow golem. So what I'm going to do there is put a piece of glass in the bottom, and that way the mobs won't be able to spawn there. This one here, that's actually missing a half slab. That would be fine. This one, what do we got? That one there needs probably one more like that. And now nothing can spawn on there. And yeah, then we can put the snow golems back in as well. I had to kill them because I fell in there with them. Alright, let's see, like this. There we go. Let's put the string back up. Beautiful. Still works, which is good. And let's fix this side as well. So let's put a block there instead. Block. And let's get our slabs. Put a slab. Slab, slab, slab. Very good. Now, to really give this a test, I should be covering this entire thing with a roof so that it's nice and dark under here, but I might just, what I'll do first is I'll actually just dig out, I'll try and dig out the bottom underneath here. I've started putting a little border around so I can fill in this water and get rid of it, and I'll probably just dig a little hole for these things to fall in case they do spawn, and hopefully we'll be able to see it working very soon. So I'm going to keep going here, do a few more little of those tweaks to improve the system a little bit. I've got to do it to those other two settings, and then we should be right to give it a proper test. And there we go, guys. I've got a bit of a roof set up, and it is night time, so we should be able to see some spawns. I dug down just a little bit just to see what we can collect out of this. Now let's take a quick walk back here. This is my first time trying it out here. Hopefully I've done it alright. See if we can get some spawns. Cross your fingers. Well, we got a bunch of creepers. Oh, you saw them fall through. Witches? Any witches? Anything? Let's check. Plenty of creepers. Now, I didn't think creepers were meant to spawn there. I hope I haven't screwed up my heights, because that would be annoying. Alright, let's go back and check this out again. Yeah, let's see what spawns here. Alright, anything spawning? Not yet. Okay guys, you can stop face palming. Yes, I did make this one block too low. Ah, man. So, yes it works, but only 2 of 3 levels will actually get witches to spawn on them. The first 2 there. This bottom level will only get regular mobs. So that means I've got to pull the whole thing down and move it all up 1 block, which is going to be very annoying. But that's fine. I'm okay with that because I was really hoping I got a nice design for this witch farm, and I think that's going to be a really nice design once I build it properly. Let's see if we get any more spawns on that bottom level. There's probably a few too many mobs around here now, so eventually when I get all the caves lit up and all that sort of stuff, there should be plenty of witches in that farm. So I'm not really worried at the moment that I've built it too low, because it's going to take a long time to get it working efficiently anyway, so it's not like I'm losing out on any drops or anything. Just got a couple of creepers down there chilling out. Okay, so the moral of the story is make sure you watch the entire tutorial before you start trying to build stuff. What I did was I watched the very beginning of one of Doc M's or JL's videos about witch huts and thought I understood where the spawning area was, and of course I just closed it and started building. So yeah, just make sure you watch the end of every tutorial so that you get it all right before you invest a bunch of time building something that you have to move by 1 block. Very frustrating. Alright, so let's take a look and see what I've done here. Now, I'm not too familiar with the way that these villager breeders work, but I understand your villager has to be a certain number of blocks away from the rest of the villagers. I believe it's 5. So what I've done to try and disable this is dropped the villager down with a piston down to this level, and I think we've stopped the village from populating. Now let's just make sure. There's a bunch of guys I just pushed down into there because they were already spawning while I was working on it. But I've been watching this for about 5 or 10 minutes and it doesn't seem like any more breeding is happening, which is a good sign. So I wonder what happens when I flick this lever, and that'll extend the piston. Oh, hang on. No, that's not good. I don't think... Yeah, I think maybe this is no good. Let's see. Yeah, villager. Okay, so that didn't work. I'll try something else. I was also looking at possibility of moving around the doors. No, not the doors, but the blocks above the doors. That was my next check to see if we could do that. Yeah, so I might have a bit of a play with that a bit later. But what I do want to do is I've got more ender pearls now, heaps more, and I'd like to do a few tests on the ender stasis chamber once again. See if we can get that thing to work. So I've got quite a few there, which is good. So let's make our way, actually let's wait for the night to pass and then we'll make our way over to the iron farm where the stasis chamber is and we'll give it a try. Alright, there we go. So let's head back through the nether and we'll go over to the iron farm where the stasis chamber is and see whether we can get this thing to work. Now, I've tried it a few times on and off and I haven't got a definitive test yet. I think there might be a little bit more work to do with some of the block placement, especially the soul sand up above. But let's go there and check it out and see what happens. Alright, go up through here. Okay, while we're here we may as well check what the iron farm is up to. I did take a bunch of iron to do some of my pistons for the witch farm, so there's probably a little bit missing. I think there was 4 stacks there when I last checked, if I remember correctly. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like some more's come back in, which is good. So I believe I took a whole stack, so the whole stack has come along, which is very good. Alright, let's go over here. So, the old Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber. Let's try this out. So the system's running. We've got quite a few ender pearls here to give it a go. Okay, let's just actually let's eat a bit of food. Okay, so up against this, and we'll throw the ender pearl. Okay, looks like it's caught it. It looks like it wants to fall out though, doesn't it? Especially when you get a lag spike. So the lag spike there just made it fall out, so let's try this again. I think it's better when it goes all the way up like that and it catches it. Oh, no, it dropped it too. Okay, let's try this another time. And it missed that as well. Okay, let's try this. Maybe the timing's off a little bit. Okay, let's see if we can get it to stay this time. Because it doesn't take long to go through ender pearls. Let's see. Catch it, catch it. Okay, we look like we're good. I think we're good, guys. Alright, it's time to run and try and get this to work. Oh, it'd be so great if it actually worked. So, what we want to do is try and get through the portal. And I believe you've got a couple of seconds, maybe just under a minute, I think, before the ender pearl will drop out. So that should be fine. Let's go through, or maybe it's 30 seconds. I can't remember. We did do it on a live stream, and I think we tested it. So let's go through here. Oh, not that one. That's the old spot. Let's go through this one. Okay. Hopefully, when we come through, we don't get automatically teleported, because then I've got some work to do. Oh man. Yep, we got automatically teleported. And now I'm stuck in a block. So, obviously there's still a bit of work to do there. I think probably the fix is going to be adding more than just those 2 blocks, I'm pretty sure. Because I've got 2 blocks running at the moment. I think we do need to increase it to about 4. Because it just makes sure that it captures the ender pearl a little bit better. How many more have we got here? Got 4 more. Let's try one more. one more. Now I've got this looting sword, it makes getting these a little bit easier. Alright, let's hope this one works. Okay, just captured it. So this time, let's not go through the nether, let's just run over. We'll see how long it lasts for. I've got to do some... really? Okay. So, yeah, clearly I've got to do some more extensive testing on what works and what doesn't. This design was working okay in my live stream, so must have to tweak it a little bit now that I've got there's a little bit of load on the server, you know, there's a few redstone contraptions going and a few other things, so maybe that's causing some issues. So back to the drawing board for that one, but still very cool concept, which I'm sure we're going to get to work very soon. Let's see if I can reset it again. Let's try just one more, just because I'm stubborn. Alright, catch it. Missed it. Alright. That'll do for the Ender Pearl Stasis Chamber, I think. Not having much luck today. First I build my witch hut out of sync by a block, and now I just wasted 6 Ender Pearls, 7 Ender Pearls, 6 Ender Pearls I think. Oh well, these things happen. Anyway guys, I think that will about do it for today's episode. Hopefully you enjoyed. I really think this witch farm idea I've got is pretty nice, and thinking on it a little bit further, I'm quite sure I can make an actual mob farm out of it too. So I'm going to try and go into a creative world after this probably, and just mess around with some ideas for a mob system version. Just because I think it's going to be a nice and efficient design, and I might try and get a video up on that maybe tomorrow or something. I'll have to see how much time I get, but hopefully you enjoyed, and yeah, thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.